I have to be honest, the first time I stood next to this thing, I just paused. It's not just big, it's not just expensive, it feels different. Like it was built with a completely different mindset than most motorhomes you see on the road. This is the 2026 EarthRoamer HD. From a distance, it already looks serious. Nearly 13 feet tall, built on a Ford F750 4x4 chassis. And it has that heavy-duty presence that makes even large pickup trucks look small. It doesn't look like something meant for weekend camping. It looks like something designed to go far and stay there. The first thing that really stands out is the exterior construction. Instead of traditional fiberglass panels, this motorhome uses a vacuum-infused carbon fiber shell. That means it's lighter than you'd expect for something this size, but also incredibly strong. It feels solid. There's no flex, no hollow sound when you tap on it. It feels engineered, not just assembled. Up front, you'll see a massive steel bumper with a 30,000-pound winch built into it. And that's not just there for looks. If this vehicle ever gets stuck in deep mud or soft sand, it has the ability to recover itself. That alone tells you what kind of environment it was designed for. Then you notice the lighting. A full-width LED light bar above the cab, additional pods mounted around the body. It's clear this vehicle is meant to operate in complete darkness if necessary. It's not about style. It's about capability. One of the most impressive updates for the 2026 version is the hydraulic leveling system. You park, press a button, and the entire vehicle stabilizes itself automatically. No stacking blocks, no trial and error. It just levels. Alongside, there's an outdoor kitchen that slides out a mounted weatherproof TV and a powered awning that creates a shaded living space. It's interesting because this vehicle blends two completely different ideas: extreme off-grid performance and comfortable lifestyle living. And then there are the tires. Massive 46-inch Michelin tires mounted on military-style beadlock wheels. These things provide serious ground clearance, about 12 inches. When you see them up close, you realize this motorhome isn't just meant for paved highways. It's built to handle terrain that most RVs would never attempt. But here's where it gets even more surprising. When you step inside, everything changes. The rugged, industrial exterior gives way to something warm and refined. Real hardwood cabinetry, hand-finished leather seating, clean lines, soft lighting. It feels more like a high-end apartment than an expedition vehicle. Each EarthRoamer HD is built by hand in Colorado, customized for the individual owner. It's not a mass-produced layout. The materials feel intentional. The hardware feels solid. There's weight to everything you touch because it's built on the wider F750 platform. The interior doesn't feel cramped. There's a proper dining area that can seat 6 people comfortably. That same space can convert into additional sleeping when needed. Above the cab, there's a king-size memory foam bed with a panoramic skylight. During the day, natural light pours in. At night, you can lie there and look up at the stars. And this motorhome doesn't use propane. Everything inside runs on electricity, induction cooktop, convection microwave, dual-zone air conditioning. It's powered by a massive 42 kilowatt-hour lithium battery bank, supported by 2,100 watts of solar panels on the roof. That means extended off-grid living without relying constantly on a generator. There's also integrated Starlink connectivity, controlled through a central touchscreen system. Even in remote locations, you can stay connected if you choose to. The bathroom? It's a full dry bath, real tile shower, porcelain toilet, even a washer and dryer. It's not RV-level comfort, it's residential-level comfort. But here's the thing. All of this sounds impressive, and it is, but the real question is, does it actually perform the way it promises? Because luxury means nothing if the platform underneath can't handle real-world conditions. In part 2, we're going to talk about the engine, the suspension, the range, and whether a motorhome at this level truly justifies its price. And that's where the story really gets interesting. Now let's slow down and talk about what really matters. Because everything we saw in part 1, the carbon fiber shell, the luxury, interior, the solar system, none of that means anything if the foundation isn't solid. Underneath all that refinement sits a 6.7-liter power stroke turbo diesel engine. And honestly, that's where the confidence starts. This motorhome is heavy. There's no way around that. Fully loaded. You're looking at something that pushes into serious commercial truck territory. But the engine doesn't feel stressed. It doesn't feel like it's working beyond its limits. It feels calm, strong, controlled, and that's important because this isn't built on a typical RV chassis. It's built on the Ford F-750 platform, a commercial-grade truck platform, the kind of thing designed for delivery fleets and industrial use before it ever becomes a luxury expedition vehicle. What that really means is durability. You're not dealing with something exotic or hard to service. Parts are available. Mechanics are familiar with it. If something needs attention, you're not stranded waiting weeks for specialty components. That practicality matters more than most people realize, especially when you're traveling far from home. Then there's the suspension system. The EarthRoamer HD uses a liquid spring suspension setup. And if you've never experienced that, it's hard to describe. Instead of traditional leaf springs, it uses a hydraulic-based system that adjusts to terrain in real time. On rough roads, it smooths out impacts. On uneven ground, it keeps the body stable. It reduces sway and helps maintain control. For something this tall and this heavy, stability isn't a luxury, it's safety. Now, let's talk about range. Fuel capacity is large enough to make long stretches between stops realistic. But what's more impressive is the water capacity and battery system working together. Fresh water storage allows for extended stays off-grid. The gray and black tanks are sized for real independence, not just a weekend. And because the entire living system runs electrically, you're not juggling propane refills. The 42 kilowatt-hour lithium battery bank, supported by over 2,000 watts of solar on the roof, makes it possible to operate quietly for long periods. Air conditioning, cooking, hot showers, all without plugging in. That changes how you travel. Instead of planning around RV parks and hookups, you plan around landscapes, mountains, desert plateaus, remote coastlines. And yes, we should address the price. When you're talking about a motorhome that can approach $2 million depending on customization, it's not a casual purchase. It's not even in the same category as most luxury Class A motorhomes. But here's the difference. Many high-end RVs focus purely on interior finishes. Marble countertops, big TVs, fancy trim. But they're designed for paved roads and resort-style campgrounds. On the other side, you have extreme overland vehicles that prioritize terrain capability but sacrifice interior comfort. The EarthRoamer HD tries to sit in the middle. It's not trying to be a rock crawler, and it's not trying to be a mobile mansion that never leaves pavement.